Hey everyone, RJ here. Welcome back to the channel. So today's video I was kind of unsure about making since this happened several days ago now. I'm thinking about it for a little bit. I thought, well, I'm gonna give my 2 cents worth and just kind of see where it goes. And that is the whole AT&T outage. Now, I have Boost Mobile and AT&T. My service was out. I know several others on MVNOs with AT&T. Their service was out, and it was out for what, 6-10 hours, depending on where you was at, stuff like that. The whole network was just down. There's two things I want to speak on. The first one, I've actually seen other videos mentioning this, but the other one, you won't really hear anybody mentioning because it's just stuff that I think about, and very few will probably agree. Most won't, but you know how I am, so just bear with me. So the first was like a system update accident, or something went wrong during like a system update, software update, whatever with the AT&T system that brought it down, and nobody had coverage, nobody had service. And that's a good possibility. It could have been something as simple as that, where there could have been a mishap and something could have went wrong, and boom, the network's down, and whoever was responsible for that, I'm sure they're in trouble for that and everything. And I know with something like this, they're going to send in some government, probably, I'm sure, to find out what happened and everything. But you'll probably really never know actually what happened with the network. Now, some might say, well, people's making a big deal about this. Well, it kind of is, I guess you would say. If you think about it a little bit, I'm sure that AT&T will give a reason. Can you trust their reason? I really doubt it. And I'm sure with a major mobile carrier like AT&T with over 100 million users on their carrier, some government agencies will come in, FBI, whoever will come in and investigate. And they'll have an explanation for it, or whatever, or a reason behind it. If it's true or not, we'll never really know. And if it's from the government, probably not, because they've been lying to us for years about a lot of things. But anyway, the number two is a little bit different, and where a lot of y'all is probably going to disagree, and that's fine. I really don't care. But could it have been a test? And what I mean by test is a test to see just how easy it is to take down a major mobile carrier. I mean, for a service to be working fine 1 minute and next minute just stops. It seemed to be pretty simple. I mean, now, like I say, it's speculation. It's just my thoughts. Okay, everybody is relying so heavily on smartphones. Okay, and whenever you lose phone call, whenever you lose LTE, 5G, and it's just a brick sitting there, everybody was panicking just over AT&T being down for that little bit of time. And, like I said, I dare say 90-95% of the U.S. population uses their cell phone primarily. I highly doubt there's very many, 3-4% of people in the U.S. probably even uses a landline phone anymore, because who needs them, right? I mean, you got Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, and they cover pretty much everywhere, unless you live way out west in those mountain states where coverage is very spotty with any carrier. But whenever we've seen, everybody kind of going a little bit crazy just with AT&T going out for a few hours, it makes me wonder more and more, it's just a test to see how people's going to react. And what's going to happen if it happens to all three networks? And it's longer than 4 hours. It could be a week. It could be a month. You don't ever know. A lot of things, I believe, happen that you'll never get an answer for, because they're never going to tell you the truth. I mean, we already know that from the last 4 years, and everything going on there, which I won't get into that. But you know, if it was that simple for just a little malfunction to knock down a major network, who knows? I mean, could you imagine all three networks down? It would be chaotic because everybody relies on their phones for everything. And I'm guilty. I'm the same way. You know, I do everything from my cell phone. Everything I do is from my cell phone. You know, and if it went out, then how are you going to communicate when you don't have a home phone? You know what I'm saying? So I'm right there with everyone. Okay, that's why I'm making this video, and it may be speculation, and you know, you might people say, "Oh, he just being a conspiracy theorist again," and you know, he has no idea what he's talking about. Well, you know, I don't know. I mean, you know, it's a theory. It's just a theory. But the biggest thing is, if it was that easy to knock out a whole major carrier like AT&T, wouldn't it be pretty easy to knock out the whole every carrier? I don't know. What are y'all's thoughts? I mean, it would suck. I mean, it would really be bad. You know, since so many people are reliant on their cell phones for basically everything. You know, if they just they just stop working. You never know what's going to happen in the future. I mean, especially with things going on everywhere, and I mean, I'm not going to get political, nothing like that, but with everything that's going on, it would not surprise me one bit if it was something more than just a simple software glitch thing. Okay, may very well be it. Could be something as small and simple as that. But in my mind, and what I think it was a test. I think it was a test to see how easy it was, and how much panic will be, which we already know how much panic people will go in. Yeah, it would bring chaos. So I want to leave it at that. Y'all let me know y'all's opinions and thoughts down below. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all's theories, hey, share them in the comment section. If you're new here and not a subscriber, be sure to consider subscribing and click that bell on for all notifications of all future videos coming up soon. And that'd be appreciated. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.